Jeff, let's say somebody wanted to get early episodes of the show. Is that possible?
It is so possible!
If people wanted to get bonus episodes of the show, is that possible?
We got those too!
If people wanted to get like extra stuff like video hangouts with us and other fans of the show, is that possible?
Dude, I'm telling you, all of that and more is possible. All they got to do is support the show.
How do they do that?
Go to patreon.com/wehaveconcerns, find out all the information you need, and help us continue to make this show.
You can do it with any pattern.
Oh my God, it's a sailboat.
It's a scooter. This is We Have Concerns. Hi, Jeff Canada.
Hi, Anthony Carboni.
Hello, concerned citizens. Story today was sent in to the Facebook group by Jasmine Wenner, who I believe is a first-timer. Welcome.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Naked mole rats turn into plants to survive without oxygen.
That's a lot to unpack.
It's a lot to unpack.
Naked mole rats?
Naked mole rats.
Is that a specific type of mole rat, or do mole rats usually wear clothes?
It's like a mole rat that like goes to music festivals and is like very open in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But then when you like talk to them, you find out they're kind of like emotionally a little immature. Like they seem like they have a lot of like big freeing ideas about art and freedom and stuff. And it turns out that like
they're sheltered.
They're just sort of sheltered and a little manic, and it comes off like a wondrous, beautiful thing. But you don't really want to hang out with those mole rats for more than a weekend.
Live a life, mole rat.
Yeah, you got to get a little real world experience, mole rats. And I don't mean to come off like, I know this is going to sound like I've got a hard edge and I'm corporate and I've sold out or whatever. I'm buying into it. But like at the same time, like you don't understand how much your free spirited nature actually taxes the other mole rats around you and makes them pick up your slack for your life.
Ooh, that's harsh.
That's real talk.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to real talk these naked mole rats.
Sorry, naked mole rat.
A naked mole rat is just a particular type of mole rat that is hairless. You've probably seen them before. They're very popular on the internets. They are mostly known for feeling almost no pain and not being able to contract cancer, which is a little bit of an exaggeration. They can, but it's just extremely rare in comparison to other mammals.
Wow.
They are like crazy. They have like crazy weird powers because they are mammals. We're mammals. They're mammals. Look, we's all mammals.
Everybody's mammals.
Everybody's mammals. But they have these crazy, amazing powers for mammals.
They don't get cancer?
They don't get cancer, dude.
That's cool.
Like
I wish we knew why. That would probably be helpful.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people researching that. There are a lot of people researching a lot of things about them, but this thing is pretty big. They can live up to 18 minutes without oxygen.
Whoa.
They just don't need it for 18 minutes.
Why do they need to do that?
So here's what's up. At the moment they start getting deprived of oxygen, so if you hold your breath,
right,
there's that time where you feel comfortable,
right,
because your body is still oxygenated.
Mm-hmm.
If you've ever like tried to hold your breath and like break a record underwater or something like that.
Oh yeah, we all have. We've all tried to break a record.
You're like your own personal record or like a world record. Like, have you ever looked up the world record and then like seen how close you could get to it?
Not for breathing well. You do it. I've tried to like outlast my friends in a pool.
Yeah, like stuff
8.
like that.
Yeah,
but you get that feeling where you're clearly like, oh God, I need to breathe.
Right.
Like, oh God.
Yeah.
When mole rats get that feeling, they switch their entire metabolism over.
What?
From being powered by glucose, like us, to being powered by fructose. Like
a plant? That's insane.
And because they do that, everything slows down and they don't need to breathe for 18 minutes.
Whoa.
Their heartbeat slows down from 200 to 50 beats a minute. Their movement slows, and the way they process everything slows and changes, and they just hang for up to like 18 minutes.
What? Okay, first of all, why would they need to do this? Why would you need to do this?
So mole rats, you can guess by their name.
They're like have sweet swim parties where they all try to
swim parties. You can guess by their names that they're big into swimming.
Yeah, naked mole rats with the freaking skinny dipping swim parties where everybody tries to hold their breath for up to 18 minutes.
And it's like, man, on a certain level, I want to live this life. I do. I'd love to just fuck off to the beach and party all the time and like,
let's all be naked mole rats.
And for like, and on a certain level, like, yeah, let's all be a little more free. But at the same time, like,
you know what?
Responsibility is a really rewarding part of life.
You end up being a plant.
You end up being nothing but a plant, dog.
What are you looking in the mirror now?
Turning towards the sun, waiting for other people to water you.
Just sitting there passively.
It's pleasant.
Oh, it's
but
lovely.
I need more than pleasant.
Yeah. You need to be a mammal again, bro.
I need to be a mammal
again.
Be
a mammal.
And that's why I have to leave. And this summer has been wonderful. But I have to go. We
shared something. Remember
we did.
That swimming that we did in the pool naked?
Come back with me.
I can't.
Come to New York.
I'm a plant, and I belong here.
There's an art world there.
Yeah, but it's not for me anymore.
I don't think you really want to be an artist. I think you just want to do this for the rest of your life.
Did you see this whittling that I have done?
You've done like you've done like, what is the single verb for like one motion of whittling?
A whit?
You did 3 wits.
Those are whittles. That's 3 of them is whittle.
It's just a stick, man. Listen, I love you, but this is not going to work out. And if you don't I don't want to say this, but maybe you need to grow up.
Wow. If you don't love my wit, you don't love me.
Oscar Wilde said that. So mole rats, you would guess by their name, burrow a lot underground.
Okay. So there's sometimes not oxygen there.
Sometimes dirt caves in.
Wow.
Sometimes they're without oxygen for a while. They also, because they're hairless, they sleep all huddled up together. Aww. And sometimes if you're at the bottom of that pile, you don't breathe so well.
Oh my God. So many times during a dog pile when I was 8, I would wish for that. Because that was the worst, dude. If you're in the bottom of a dog pile, you've been on the bottom of a dog pile,
Been on the bottom of a dog pile.
Everybody's been on the bottom of a dog pile.
Sure.
There's a panic.
Trying to break the world record for holding your breath under a dog pile.
That's right. We've all done it.
And we know that one day we will beat Krzysztof Miller from Poland, who holds the record.
Dog pile king.
Dog pile king. Look it up. It's not real.
Top of the pile for being on the bottom of the pile. That's him. That's what they say. He is amazing. And I definitely have had that moment of panic at the bottom of dog pile because I can't breathe. Yeah. It's all laughing. You're laughing, and then all of a sudden you can't breathe.
And there's no dog piles are so spontaneous when you're a child.
Oh, that's true.
When you're a child,
it's not like we're going to have a dog pile at 2:00.
Saying oh, let's have a dog pile is kind of like,
no.
It's kind of like saying, walking into a room and being like, let's make this the funnest party ever.
Exactly.
Everybody all of a sudden just feels like a lot of pressure. There's just
I can't just dogpile when you suggest it. Yeah. It has to organically happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So because of that, there's no nobody came up with a signal for I can't breathe in this dog pile.
No, it's just screaming. Really,
you wind up pinching somebody usually.
It's just I would usually scream and cry and say I'm dying.
Yeah, but people can't hear that.
They can't because there's giggling.
Pinch.
All the giggling.
Oh, so much giggling.
But what if you get pinched? Do you just know that someone's dying underneath you?
Yeah, if you get pinched, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's true. You do say, oh shit.
That's just like a natural reaction. It's like,
so the naked mole rats, if they're doing a dog pile.
That's the problem with the mole rats is they don't have thumbs.
Oh,
so they can't pinch.
So they had to evolutionarily create the ability to stay for 18 minutes.
Yeah.
Because there's really historically never been a dog pile that's lasted longer than 18 minutes.
No.
That's the world record.
Even Krzysztof Miller.
Yeah, he's never been able to.
17 minutes, 58 seconds.
And God bless him.
He's the human mole rat is what they call him.
But it's like the 4-minute mile. Someday somebody's going to break it.
They call him the human mole rat because number 1 of his dog pile holding breath world record, and number 2 because he was a spy.
Oh, right. And also all the nudity.
And a turncoat.
So much nudity.
Yeah. A naked turncoat spy.
Constant naked spying.
And everybody was like, dude, I think that naked guy is a double agent. And then the other people were like, which naked guy? And it's like, exactly. Really? Which naked guy?
The one naked guy there. Look at his testicles.
It's World War II. We're very uptight. Nobody is naked.
Except that guy. He's clearly listening to this entire conversation.
I think he's the spy.
He's been holding his breath this whole time.
He's either the spy or the werewolf. I can't remember which one we're playing.
Do you think that when the naked mole rats get off the dog pile, there's just a plant at the bottom of it? And they're like, oh, you did it!
Well,
you survived.
This is the thing. Like, the headline is one of those grabby science headlines, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, they turn into a plant. And you just picture it just like turning
like
literally into
plant.
A green,
yeah.
Like a weird green like mole rat that's
why
like
did
leafy.
Get a pot as well.
Just turns into a Bulbasaur or something.
So strange.
Yeah, like it's super. It just changes the way it metabolizes sugar. It doesn't change.
Right.
It doesn't change into a plant. It doesn't like photosynthesize shit.
That'd
it doesn't
be cool though.
That'd be super cool.
It's like the bees start pollinating the mole rat.
I feel like the naked mole rat's breath holding plant power is an initial X-Men pitch that's like almost there.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, he changes into, he can metabolize sugar different and hold his breath like a plant. He's like a plant guy.
I'm listening.
No, that's it. He's like a plant guy.
No, and then?
No, he processes sugar differently like a plant, and we call him plant guy.
So plant guy, he can hold his breath for 18 minutes.
Yeah, like a plant. Plant guy.
And then how does he fight crunch? I don't understand what the next step is, because then is there beams? Are there beams coming out of his...
Imagine they're trapped underwater.
Oh, I like it. And then Prince Namor comes.
Or like in a tunnel.
Right.
Yeah, like any water or tunnel-based thing, really.
Excelsior.
That's it. That's the one. Yeah.
That's amazing that they actually do this, but I feel like...
It's like a Brett Ratner X-Men. It's not like it's not like a Bryan Singer X-Men.
It's not good.
Yeah.
So what I don't understand is they just do this and then switch back right after, like 18 minutes later, they're just back to being mammals again?
The one thing that it doesn't say in this article, and I wish I had access to the full paper in the journal. If somebody out there does, whether if you're a student or a member of the academic community, we would love to hear. It doesn't talk about the cooldown on this skill.
Yeah. Is this an alt? Do we got like a high cooldown?
Is this like a 5 minute? Is this a 15 minute?
Yeah.
Is this like a once per match thing? Like,
oh man, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Is this an at will power?
You don't want to pop that early.
No.
If you pop that, that's
embarrassing. You gotta wait for a boss battle or a real boss dog pile.
Yeah. That's the thing is I want to know, like, okay, 18 minutes, and then when the mole rat switches back, does it need to breathe normally for 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Does it need to like eat a bunch and like replenish sugar or something? Like, how does the mole rat do this? How often can it do it?
It seems like an amazing thing and a very specific thing to a very specific, because there are a lot of creatures that need to be under the ground and can potentially benefit from not having to breathe for a while. Yeah. So why did the naked mole rat get this sweet ass power? Like how did he pull that off?
They're trying to figure that out because if there are switches inside of every mammal, if there are epigenetic switches that we could turn on.
We could plant it up anytime we want?
To plant it up, we could imagine somebody who has an infarction or a stroke.
Yeah.
Or requires, like, listen, as much as we're all like, learn CPR saves lives, CPR doesn't save a lot of lives.
No.
CPR does a lot of damage. A lot of people who get resuscitated wind up with like long-term brain damage, or they wind up with like internal damage that is almost irreparable.
Yeah.
It's not great.
And people misunderstand what CPR is about. I think a lot of people think it's about restarting the heart if the heart stops. It's not. It's about oxygenating the blood. Mm-hmm. Because once oxygen stops going to your brain, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So this is about, if we could figure out a way to switch over and not require oxygen for a few minutes and enough time for an ambulance to arrive.
Sure.
That could be real good. Or to get
you from an ambulance to the hospital.
Yeah.
You know, imagine that. If we could do this for 18 minutes.
Yeah.
18 minutes is huge.
It is huge.
Huge. So I mean, we're talking about no oxygen for, what is it, 5 to 7 minutes is like permanent brain damage.
You're not good.
It's done.
Yeah.
It's done.
Right. And that's
that's also like a window of response time.
Right.
So that's what we're talking about.
Man, that is an amazing idea that this could potentially be a functionality that we could activate in any mammal to just sort of switch over how you...
And Plant Man's sidekick is a plant dog.
Plant dog!
And Plant Dog, get this, can hold his breath for 18 minutes.
Okay, now they both can hold their breath for 18 minutes.
And then Plant Lady enters the scene.
Oh, I like this. Plant Lady. She's got a unique ability of her own?
Yes, she can hold her breath for 18 minutes.
See now...
Like a plant.
Okay. 18 minutes. Right.
That's a lot of time.
That is a good portion of time, but
the most I've ever held my breath for is 3 minutes.
I know 3 minutes is not that long. 18 minutes.
That's 6 times the amount. We're talking like Christoph Miller here.
That does check out. See now, Christoph Miller. Now there's a comic book I can get behind. That guy's the dog pile king.
I'll tell you what. If we manage to get this thing like Adam West popular, we call Christoph Miller's people.
Ooh,
that's what I'm saying. Imagine a whole Plant Man family And they all have their own powers.
Oh, right. They all have unique abilities that complement.
To hold their breath for 18 minutes.
But
it's very unique when you consider the entire size of the population.
Oh, that's a good point. Statistically, very unique.
Statistically, it's extremely unique. So I think kids respond to statistics.
So it's like the Fantastic Four, where each of them has their own unique, strange ability, except all of their abilities are to hold their breath for 18 minutes.
It's not like the Fantastic Four, Murray. You're not listening. They're plants. It's like you don't get things. You let me handle the creative. You just handle the money.
All right.
And there's going to be a lot of money.
Oh, yeah. We'll be printing it.
So if we could give this to anybody in a moment of need, this could change a lot of things in medicine for us.
Yeah.
And then, we're also still looking to figure out what's happening in these mole rats, why they don't get cancer. Cancer is mostly caused by genetic mutations that happen naturally within our cells. Why is that happening to mole rats?
These guys got too many good things, dude.
Mole rats are OP. They need to be nerfed.
They do need to be nerfed.
They need to be nerfed.
Offload some of these cool abilities into other.
The cooldowns are like too low on their abilities.
I mean, how can we patch this shit?
Yeah,
we got to patch this shit.
We got to patch mole rats.
Let's patch mole rats. Either that or just dogpile on.
Patch mole rats. Don't watch mall rats.
That's our motto.
That's our motto.
Yeah,
that's what we always say. That's what's tattooed on my abs in Gothic letters. Guys, the mole rat.
Is it naked?
It's yeah.
Okay. Naked mole rat.
It's all animals are naked, really. But this mole rat just seems naked to us.
I feel like if you're gonna procure mole rats for scientific study, maybe focus on the cancer thing. I like the hold your breath thing.
I think both of them are great. I don't think there's any reason why you can't.
I kind of feel like you gotta focus on the cancer thing.
I think we already have people doing the cancer thing.
All right.
If they're doing the cancer thing and somebody else is doing the breathing thing,
all right,
that's great.
I feel like breathing guy. Maybe you should focus on cancer.
His name is Plant Guy. Thank you very much.
Sorry,
and he's a trademark of Timely Comics. Guys, the mole rat. How amazing is the mole rat? And do you know of an animal that is more amazing? Don't say tardigrades.
Tardigrades are more amazing.
We know that they're more amazing, but I want to hear.
They don't die.
Your favorite weird animal power that is not a tardigrade.
It doesn't die.
Cannot be a tardigrade.
It's immortal.
Because we all know that shit.
Yeah.
Give me another weird animal ability. Tweet it at me. I'm at A Carboni.
Tardigrade. I'm at Jeff Canada.
And you can hashtag those Plant Guy.
Plant Guy. He's got this incredible
plant-like ability.
Range of powers.
And when you picture a man with the powers of a plant.
Yeah.
This is it.
This is what he can do.